So thanks a lot for giving us some background on the UK itself. Now, I would like just to emphasize a little bit on the marketplace type of channel, let's say, because merchants have a choice between different sales channels.
Naturally, consumers flock to convenience. So if you've created these marketplaces where people have selection, where people can make considered purchases, it's a lot easier for the consumer to sort of make that shopping for some people is a chore, for some people it's super enjoyable. But if you can make it an easy experience, then consumers are going to come more readily to the solution that you provide. So it really comes down to sort of defining a strategy that you're looking to achieve as a seller. And the way I would look at it is you need diversity, i.e. the ability to reach out to different markets, and then equally scale that reach, the bigger reach. And you're never going to be able to provide that on your own. And so to do that, you really need somewhere that you can actually position yourself as a safe and trusted trader within a safe and trusted marketplace, because people will naturally gravitate towards there. We have 6 million unique users per month. And so if you think about it, which individual retailer can actually boast an audience as big as that? And equally, more importantly, that they will, especially if you're more of a vertical, you're only appealing to people when a certain given category is of interest to them. Whereas, we all know with shopping that you have impulse purchases, you have serendipity where you're looking for an item and you're not sure what you're looking for, and so on and so forth. And that's probably not going to happen so much when it's just your own store. And that's where the marketplace can really support that shopping behavior, because it can take people along the route, show them different items. And if you present them in such a way, then clearly having that choice, it makes it easier for that buyer. And I think the other piece as well, a marketplace can take away a lot of the complexity, because it's not easy selling online. Right, you need potentially technology, and when you think that, I think it's around about 70% of all online purchases start at a search engine. Right now, we probably all know which is the main search engine, but when you think of that in itself presents a whole world of complexity. How to make sure that you're in the mix. When I think, again, don't quote me on these numbers, but I think around 85% of people actually don't go past page 1 on the search results. So how do you make sure not only do you get found, but you're on that first page? And that's where a marketplace can help, because we have a much more collective power of our ability to attract the user, and therefore you can be part of that presentation of your wares by being part of that marketplace. So it really comes down to defining your strategy. We're on by, that's the whole sort of raison d'etre, as it were, is we're trying to provide that transparent, even playing field for the retailer. We're not a retailer, we are the marketplace. And I think that's important to note, that when you do make your selection, you're enabling yourself to be as successful as possible. So I think that's possibly why I would suggest that a marketplace is a good place to invest part of your strategy, to create that ability to provide diversity of audience, but more importantly, scale and that reach.
Yes, I fully agree. Indeed, to scale up, I'm hearing you here, people do really need to build a strategy, find the right partners behind it to support that. So I'm hearing here, removing complexity, innovation, being always faster. And this is what we are observing as well with our merchants. We do need to support them in this way, in removing complexity, making things smoother for them to grow, and being always faster. Basically, this is how we can build a strong partnership here with our merchants. So fully agree with you on that one.
And I think you've hit on a very good piece there, that with online, the fulfillment and the logistics is one of the biggest challenges as well, right? It's not just about that complexity, which is why we're sat here as partners, right? Because we don't do that piece, and being able to partner with experts, it really alleviates the challenges for those e-com sellers.
Yes, indeed. You're providing the infrastructure, let's say, to expand sales, and we are providing the infrastructure to improve the shipping process, making it as efficient as it can be for both UK and non-UK consumers, and to help sellers growing when they sell or non-buy. So basically, that will be the common offering that we will bring to our merchants. Indeed. So yeah, it's important for us as well to have partnerships like yours, to have experts in the country, and it's important to help our merchants understanding where are the opportunities, gathering some insights for them, and then providing the right technology to scale up. Once again, I would like to insist on what you've just said. So scaling up is the key right now. Now we have been moving to 2021. It's a new area, right? We have been living a revolution. So now we need to have the right things, the right tools to scale up for every players online. It's valid for everyone.
I think that's a very important piece to note, that a lot of people have witnessed growth, and some will have been passengers, and some will have actually defined their own route. And I think it's really important that you understand what the levers are to your success. And I think, you know, it can't be underestimated that findability on the website is one thing that makes it easy there, but that piece where you're actually interacting with the client, which is the last, if you want the logistics, the delivery, the last mile, that is equally so important to get that experience right, that will get that repeat user. You know, when people have that front to end experience that they can sort of say, hey, that's a 5-star. You know, that delivery mechanism, that's the bit where the rubber hits the road. That's where it actually touches the client, and that's really, really important to make sure that you deliver that.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that, because we are truly believers of the fact that the experience online starts from purchasing to delivery. It's a full part of the journey, right? So we do need to provide the perfect delivery experience to the consumer, and that's why we are trying to do our best. Also here in ShippyPro, and with you, with partners like you, to provide this experience and support, as you say, people who would like to be first movers, who would like to go global, who would like to expand internationally, and build some key strategy, both from a domestic standpoint, for example, like a multi-carrier strategy, helping you to have the best rates, helping you to have the best delivery experience depending on the point of strength of every carrier. And as well, going global if you would like to, let's say, go after non-UK consumers who anyway are buying on UK marketplace and UK brands as well, right? Because there are a really good attraction of the UK brand and sales channels also for other countries outside of the UK itself. So the opportunity is really huge. What we could suggest to our merchants is to be ready to scale up, be ready to automate as much as they can. I think this is what we have been also experiencing with our merchants lately. So this is key to have such a partnership in place, indeed, between sales channels and the power of logistics behind it.
Yeah, no, agreed, especially on the scale. So to have processes that can scale with you is really important. And I think, you know, many people have probably been caught over the past year of scrabbling around trying to cope with the demand. And it's now sort of when you've potentially got a chance to take a breath, to start thinking about how can you improve those processes and ensure that you're delivering that experience for the customer, and the continued growth that's going to come. So yeah.